Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Trenches, presented to you by One Mike Media, this particular channel. We're here today to talk about this week in football as we wind down the NFL season, talk about our predictions for the upcoming week, and our thoughts of the previous week. Of course, I cannot do this without the team. Some of the people will be missing today, but we still gonna have a show for y'all regardless. Please, gotta welcome my guys. Last, first, but not foremost, my guy Daryl. What's good, Daryl?
What up, Mike? Fresh off a tough loss, but we got the AFC North Championship coming up, so gotta relock in, take care of business.
Yeah, we had a tough loss to this guy's team.
Yeah, man. What's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? I ain't really get I saw Daryl, but I ain't really get to see Mike. You know what I mean? What's good, brother?
I was in my daughter's Sweet 16, man. Celebrating.
How was your weekend? How your week been? You know what I mean? How your week been?
I mean, listen.
Look, I'm
we'll
lighting
talk about
up.
it. You know what? We'll talk about it.
I'm lighting up Steelers pack with an Eagles lighter.
Okay, I got you. We will talk about it. But let's get to something I said you guys don't know nothing about, the fantasy results. You guys move out of it and whatnot. But I do want to congratulate Toby and Jeff on moving on to the next round and stuff like that, and seeing how far they could possibly go moving forward. Next, we'll get to the football. We're going to skip over Monday night. I mean, Raiders lost as usual. What else is new? So we're going to talk about that. But Sunday night football, Packers, Seahawks. Packers did wind up blowing them out by several scores. They still battling the AFC North. Seattle still trying to battle in the West. So it definitely was a big game, but we'll see what the outcome was. Daryl, what's your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, man, for me, it was a boring game, really. For me, it was just it was clear Packers on another level from the Seahawks. Really, it was just about them just taking care of business. It was great to see them just keep control of the game from start to finish. Not give the Seahawks any hope. That's what you want to see from a great team this time of year with championship hopes, or just in that contention or in that conversation. We want to see them take care of business against teams like this. So good to see that from the Packers. Good to see them Love still taking care of the football and just making the right throws. Another game without any interceptions. Josh Jacobs, he's still showing he's a good pickup for them. Just another element, taking a lot off Jordan Love too. So I like what I saw from the Packers. I feel like they're capable of beating anyone in the NFC. I'm not saying they will, but they're capable. Just like same thing as far as how I thought with the Lions when they were healthier compared to what they are now. I do feel like the Packers are a sleeper team. I feel like the NFC Championship is their limit, as long as whatever they meet up. If they meet up with the Eagles, that's the only team that I feel like will be in their way as far as anything left in the NFC. But as far as the Seahawks, I don't trust them. I never did. Just with Geno, I don't know if it's the play calling or just him, but he just can't seem to utilize all of his weapons. 10 of his completions went to Smith and Jigba. That's been really the case for the last month. Their offense has been one dimensional, giving him the ball. They don't really, and it's making them easier to defend and making them predictable. No, not seeing anything from DK Metcalf, Charbonnet, with Smith, Kenneth Walker is available. None of them are really, they're not really dominant as far as the run game. So they got to open up their playbook more, just utilize their the talents as far as on the offensive side to really maximize their potential. But I don't see that happening. I see the Rams locking up their division. But I like what I saw from the Packers.
All right, Jordan, your thoughts on the Packers now and the Seahawks after that game?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, right, like Daryl said, the game was super boring. Green Bay just ended up kind of running all over them. Um, you know, right, we've been saying the same shit about Seattle, just the inconsistency, and they're never gonna take that step, of being a contending team in the NFC. I don't know what it really is. I don't know if it's Geno. Like I said, they don't lack talent. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I mean? But they're still in the hunt for the division, though. So, you never know. There. I think the Packers. We talked about another team that was a little bit inconsistent, but recently they've caught fire. They've gotten a little bit hot, and right, they're leading on the run game, taking the ball out of Jordan Love's hands, and running a lot of play action, and that is a recipe for success. I agree to where I think they could beat anybody but us. We already did beat them, and we're a better team than we are now than we were week one.
I mean,
So
but so are they though. But anyway, go ahead.
you're right, but I'm not necessarily concerned about them.
Okay.
Um, but with that being said, like they are a contender in the NFC though to make the championship game. So
Yeah, I mean, they played Joe kind of tough in that first game, to be honest with you.
well,
Over in Brazil, I think
mm,
didn't Love get hurt or something like that? Did that game?
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
like the
a
last
loss.
week.
Yeah, I mean, a loss
But
is a loss.
I'm just talking about what happened in the game, bro. I'm just saying.
Me
So,
too. Me too.
but I didn't really get a chance to watch most of the game. I was still coming back from the party, but I do know that I do look at the Packers been doing the last month or so with the running the ball with Josh Jacobs. Gino, I'm with Down. I never believed in Gino and the Seahawks. It's a good second act for him, but he ain't the answer. I think we know that going forward, and maybe they got to find a. They might want to draft somebody if they can. I don't know how loud they got to draft, but
Yeah.
they got to do something because right now they're gonna be in the same limbo, like 7-8, 8-9, 9-8 for the next with Gino, and that's gonna be the ceiling. I feel like so, but the Packers they can upset folks. But they might still be a year away from being an actual contender. I would say on the Packers, and I still like the fact that I don't like. I like what they're doing. He spreads the ball, but they still have a true number one to me. And I think if they got a true number one, they would be a better team, overall. And I just don't feel like that they have that. But moving forward, man, we're waiting for it, man. Let's talk about it. Sunday, Eagles. They beat the Steelers, taking advantage of us missing key players like Pickens. But
I don't know about
that
that,
stated, the number
but
one receiver on the team was out,
I don't know
but
about
they
that.
did win the game. It's a
Yeah.
good advantage right there.
Mhm.
But Jordan, you can start. How you feel about your team beating the other team in Pennsylvania?
Well, I said it on the last show that they were going to sell out to stop Saquon Barkley, and Jalen was going to have to throw the ball downfield, and make plays. I thought that he did that. Um, was it the cleanest? It was a pretty clean game from him. I thought he left some things out there. I get all quarterbacks might do that, but I think he left some things out there that I'm sure he'd be upset about that I saw. And then I'm like, wow. But nonetheless, I liked the fact that the two receivers had 100 yards. Everybody wanted to see what the passing game looked like, and it was kind of like a setup for that, to where the conversations about that were being had, and then we play a team like the Steelers to where that is a way that they can be taken advantage of is through the game, through the air, in my opinion. So, and that's what they did. I love the defense. Um, the defense is playing at a really high level. It's better than this. To me, it's better than the defense that had went to the Super Bowl, who had 60 or 70 sacks or whatever. I think this defense is better than that defense. Overall defensive line may not be better, but as an overall defense, this defense is better. So that has me that has me the most confident about the Eagles being able to actually get back to the Super Bowl, is the fact that this defense is real.
All right. Well, I know you watched every second of the
And
game,
and
Daryl.
and, and, and I just want to say I do think that the Steelers were in the game. That fumble really hurt the Steelers with Najee. It wasn't like we were blowing them out. The game went how I thought it would go, but the fumble really killed the Steelers because they had a little bit of momentum. If they scored on that drive, they tied the game. Um, if I'm not mistaken, if they score on that drive, I believe the score was 20-13 at that time.
Yep.
When Najee Harris fumbled. So you never know. So I just wanted to point that out, though.
Daryl, your thoughts on what you saw, man?
With the Steelers, I mean, I saw what I've been seeing for the past month as far as the defensive side, which I don't like, is just that relaxed coverage and just letting receivers get through their routes and just get open easily. I know the goal was to stop Saquon going in, but I feel like just especially on third down, it could have been tighter coverage for our defense to get off of the field and just not let those crazy long drives that the Eagles had. I feel like that was just the biggest part of the game, how they were just control the clock and take the possession and just limit our chances to get back in the game. I feel like our defense. I think the Eagles. I'm not sure their third downs. Yeah, they were 10 for 17 on third down. Like that's crazy. Especially first to have 17 third downs. That just shows you how long you have the football and how long you're just moving the ball. So I just didn't like that relaxed coverage that I do see, especially in those key moments. Um, the offense they definitely looked a lot different without GP. You just see Russ trying to find someone to create a separation to get open other than Pat Fryermuth. Um, I mean, we had our chances. I mean, like Jordan said, after the flea flicker to Calvin Austin, that was the biggest play of the game. It was 10, yeah, 13, 20 at that point. Needed to get a touchdown in that drive to kind of stay in the game, but unfortunately, that Najee fumble killed the momentum, and we never was able to get it back. In the first half, took advantage of. We didn't take advantage of turnovers, and I feel like that's what we do. Turn the ball over. That's what we do. We lead the turnover margin in the league, so that's a surprise. But without those turnovers, I feel like that first half would have been a lot different in favor of the Eagles. But we needed those turnovers to stay in the game and kill their drives. But we just weren't able to capitalize on that and our chances. And just with Eagles, just again maintaining that clock and that time of possession, that was just dominance. Just no other way to describe that. I feel like just going into this game, I felt it as a measuring stick because, in my opinion, I feel like the Eagles right now are the best team in the league. I just wanted to see how we stack up against them. And it's not all is that bad. We could have easily got embarrassed, and that would have just changed my whole outlook on our team. As far as us in the AFC side, but right now the Bills are only team that really scare me as far as getting in our way. I still feel like once we get healthy, we can beat anyone on any given Sunday in the playoffs. But for the Eagles, I do feel like at this point, especially with the Lions injuries and what they're going through, I feel like they're Super Bowl bound as long as they stay up.
Yeah, I mean, good take. I mean, the game, like I said in the chat a couple of times, man. I think at this point, Russ is. I mean, he's not a top 10 quarterback. Let's be honest, but he's been playing well. But I feel like he needs everything around him, especially the deep pass. And without missing that receiver is big. But anybody probably lost. I agree with you, Jordan. The Eagles defense. I've been saying it for weeks though. Like it's really, really, really good. I do think they are the best team, at least in NFC. I'm gonna say. Um, that's because Detroit done went down with the injuries and stuff like that.
Oh, oh
But
my
I'm just saying.
god!
But
So they're not the
as,
best team. You said they're just the best team in the NFC.
well, we're gonna do a power rankings later on, so we'll get to that. But I will
Oh,
say this:
okay.
I think that you're right. The Steelers, um, their game plan to stop Saquon, it did actually tailor to what the Eagles needed because they got somebody in the box does leave for a lot of 1-on-1, so you got good receivers going to happen, which be good because if we can stop Saquon, we can stop Henry, and Baltimore don't have Smith and Brown, so that's good for us. However, for this particular game, y'all do got Smith and Brown, so that wasn't good for us. But I just feel like that, Daryl. I know what you're saying about that, but I still feel like there's like uh, the Bills and the Chiefs, and we might be like a notch below all that. And I feel like that we're not quite on a Super Bowl tier yet. However, we're right there, like in that second, third, or fourth, level. But the Eagles on their conference are probably number one. I think Detroit injuries caught us with them. I think 3 weeks ago, Detroit was clearly the best team in the NFC, but just too many injuries, which we'll get to later on. But at this point, the Eagles, it's hard to stop the offense altogether, but the defense gonna always keep it. And Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter's becoming like a real dude. Like we gotta they gotta watch him every single play. And one last thing I want to say, the offensive line, man. I saw somewhere where like Lane Johnson was like, him against TJ Watt, like the numbers crazy, bro. And I feel like that offensive line, man, it's just like skilled players be damned. I mean, they're good, but the offensive line has always been the key to me for the Eagles. And I'm gonna say they got the number one offensive line in the entire league. I don't know what to do, man. like Howie should be the MVP, honestly, in the whole fucking league at a particular point. So, that's,
Well, and to like,
go ahead.
I think that the one thing, like, this is what I've been asking for, like, and this is what they were missing last year. Like, it was a true identity on offense because this is the same structure of identity of the football team when we went to the Super Bowl. The difference is we have the most dynamic running back in the NFL, and this defense in the secondary can actually really lock up a side and actually help out the defensive line, as opposed to in 2022, the defensive line was so incredible that they really helped out the secondary. And now they can actually work hand in hand. And that's what makes this defense special to me and better than that team. That gives me more confidence that this team can really go to the bowl. But like, this is what I was asking for, and they lost that last year. Like, and I don't know how, I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was the change in coordinators, but this was the formula.
Well, at the end of the day, they're the only team that got a top 5 receiver and running back on the same team in the whole league, and that's like I said, Howard should be the MVP because you don't see no team who can put that together. You know,
Yeah, you might be right, man. You might be
right
right
now.
about that.
So,
You honestly really might be right about that, though.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was trying to give you some. I was trying to think of something, but I don't
nah,
know.
there's
I
none.
can't.
There's none. I'm telling you right now, because that don't really happen in this NFL where you got both a top 5 running back and receiver on the same team, and so that's what I'm saying. The Giants really. They did mess the whole NFL up, not just the fucking Giants themselves, a little bit because you don't see teams have that.
Yeah, what we seeing from the Eagles, they hitting on draft picks and they hitting on free agency as well. Because like got guys like
bro. They killed on free agency, bro.
We got guys like DeJean and it's stepping up. As far as like the kid, they getting like the key needs on like in the draft. And they getting like the stars and then the free agency, which is working out for them.
Yeah, so you would think like, how the fuck their payroll working out like that? Like they got some. It's right. So somebody cooking the books up in Philly, bro.
Yeah, bro, you're right. I mean, you're really right, though.
Yeah, which
I've been
means
sitting here trying to think about it the whole time, and
yeah,
none of the top receivers have a top 5 running back on their
nah,
team.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, where would you put like Aaron Jones and Justin Jefferson? Like, Aaron Jones not top 5
I don't
back
think
for
top
y'all?
5 no more. No.
What
I
about
mean, he's
Gibbs?
top 10 based on just production.
Yeah.
But
Gibbs and St. Brown?
Top 10 again based on production.
So. And I don't think St. Brown top 5 receiver. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
That's my thing. So not like at both positions. I don't feel like. I think now if you gave me Gibbs for a whole season by himself, I think he's top 5 running back, bro. Because he catch the ball, he do dynamic shit. Like he honestly, if you give me Gibbs all season, he might be right behind like Saquon and Henry. Like and he got 1,000 yards being a sharing the ball, and like 12 touchdowns, like that. Like it's crazy.
He'd be with Kamara, McCaffrey. I'm not saying he'd be put at the same number as them, but he'd be in that conversation.
Yeah, he'll be in that conversation. But right now, in the offensive line, not to give too much whatever to the Eagles, but this is the window because those draft picks they're all talking about, they want to get paid soon. So they got to try to win this year, or I guess maybe next year before those contracts come up. But moving forward, man, Bills and Lions, who we're just talking about, foreshadowing. Bills beat the Lions in what was a shootout. Josh Allen played great, but we also saw Goff play phenomenal. This game was crazy. We saw Dan Campbell do Dan Campbell things. I'm sorry, back with Daryl. That's how you feel about that game, bro.
Yeah, man, this definitely was a shootout. I mean, we've seen this from the Bills defense past couple weeks, but for the Lions defense, the injuries definitely showed they couldn't really stop anything. And really, Josh Allen, he just took advantage of those four stringers and practice squad players that they had. You're just toying with them for real. Um, and really, he's playing Josh Allen for me. He's just playing with crazy confidence right now. Like just what again? I keep going back to like just what happened last year compared to this year with getting rid of the number one focus
Yeah.
and then just changing the philosophy. And really, he just the time came into this year just playing free, playing clear, and just he's playing with crazy confidence right now, and it is dangerous confidence because he can beat anyone like on any given Sunday. Just
Mm.
what he's able to do. You can't really plan to prepare a defense to really stop it because you never know what he's going to do, what's capable. Because he can take off running, he can find open receiver, like whatever your defense gives him, he's going to take advantage of it. Um,
Mm.
I feel like this version of Allen can beat the Chiefs, whether it be home or on the road, just with the confidence that we've played. He's playing like I haven't seen this version of him compared to the version of Josh Allen that had to play the Mahomes in the playoffs right now. Like if they were to play face each other in the playoffs, Allen is looking at Mahomes different. Like he's not looking at him like looking up to him or something like, oh, I got to get to that. I feel like he's feeling like this is my time, this is my moment, and I feel like it'll be very different if they happen to meet up just based on what I'm seeing. Um, as far as the Lions, I do feel like their season right now, unfortunately, is limited to the injuries. I do feel like they still can go to NFC ship. I do feel like that's their ceiling. Um, like I said, I feel like if they meet up with the Eagles or even the Packers in the postseason, I feel like that's going to end their season, unfortunately.
Yeah, for me or even the Rams could beat the Lions. To be honest with you, but we'll get to them later on. But Jordan, how you feel about that game?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a really good game. Great shootout. Just shows me that we're the best team in the NFL. You know what I mean? That's all
This
it really
guy.
shows me. Um, the
Why?
Lions.
Why did I show you that though?
I mean, you could just see that I mean, the Lions defense, Swiss cheese, holes everywhere. So, is nothing for the Eagles to go in there and whoop their ass in their house in January in a playoff game.
Now they are because they got a lot of injuries. I mean, but
Even
I hear you.
before that.
What? Come on
Mm,
now.
um, so and then with Buffalo, their defense can be had. Swiss cheese holes everywhere. You get what I'm saying? So it just makes me more confident in my journey to February. That's all. That's all it did. Now Josh Allen is probably still making his MVP case. I don't know how he loses it. The numbers are piling up. The wins. Um. So I mean, I think he's probably has that in the wrap,
But
unless they
we'll get
just
to that.
gonna
Yeah,
yeah.
later on another topic. But about the game, man. First of all, I don't know what the hell you talking about, but about your journey. But I'll say this. Yeah, now I'll say the Lions were actually a good defense for a while, but it's just too many losses. And it got like you said, there are practice squad players, third stringers, fourth stringers. It's a shame we won't ever get that full matchup between the Lions and Eagles with Montgomery and the rest of the crew. So I'm saying Eagles might get lucky again, I guess, but whatever. But as
Stop
far as
it.
the Bills,
Stop it.
did I tell a lie? I'm supposed to say, all right. But as far as
Stop it.
the Bills are concerned, I like the confidence they're playing with. He spread the ball out to everybody. He got people, all kinds of people catching the ball. Members I don't even know of catching the ball. So I like that. I think losing Diggs did help them become the true leader of the team. I think Diggs was more outspoken than Josh was, and I feel like he needed that. And Cook ran the ball well too. To be honest with you, so he's going to be a good back. I'm still surprised the defense is not. They give up so many points because that's the coach's that's a staple of McDermott playing defense. So I don't know if it's just not having enough talent or what, but I feel like McDermott can put a game plan together if he needs to because he is a good defensive coach. We'll see. But Josh is Superman right now. And Jordan, you called Josh earlier, I got to give it to you. And now since the turnovers is down, he's looking like a whole superhero out there, bro. And it is the year he may be able to beat Mahomes, but the defense could really, you know, mess him up a bit. So I'm not saying he's gonna beat him right now, but it's this might be his best chance to actually do it. So we're gonna see with the Lions though. I think the Packers, like I said, Rams. I think the Eagles, obviously, and several teams can actually beat them when it comes down to it. So, but it's a shame because they did start so well too. They lost so many people, but I mean, their window is not actually closed yet. So, but fine. But how y'all felt about the Dan Campbell with the onside kick in the first part of the fourth
That's
quarter?
that's a Dan Campbell.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like,
mean,
well,
it really
especially
came.
now, especially now, like especially like with the injuries on defense, like you gonna definitely see him take those chances. But they used to it at this
Yeah,
point. Like that's the regular to them. But now that they kind of had to with maybe not trusting the defense as much, they kind of prepared for it.
but I think he also put them in a position to where, okay, if they recover the ball, let's get this stop. I don't think anybody anticipated Mac Collins. Mac Collins made a great play.
Yeah, ran down to the three or whatever, right?
He made a great play. He tipped the ball to himself,
Yeah,
picks it, and runs down there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're not expecting that. So, I mean, he's gonna catch, bullshit for that, but you know, I didn't mind the call,
The
really.
thing is, you gotta announce the onside kick now, so it makes less of a surprise. So I think I don't like
Yeah,
that. I feel like that's kind
Yeah.
of whack.
yeah.
I think
But he
NFL should
still
change that
made a
honestly.
great. Yeah, yeah, they should. But I mean, we never really see onside kicks work anyway.
Yeah,
But like, he really made a great play.
yeah, yeah,
Matt
yeah.
Collins made a great play.
Yo, Dan Campbell would be coach like he playing Madden, but I like it though. I don't like him a lot,
He's
but
got confidence in that. I mean, the offense for the most part. I mean, other than
oh my
Montgomery, they
God,
healthy,
Jared, yeah, yeah,
No, seriously, no, very facts. So yeah, facts.
so we're gonna
oh
lean on
yeah.
them.
You gonna have to. All right, like I said, not much of a big week this week. We'll go to the Bucks, who actually beat who the Bucks beat up on?
Chargers.
Chargers. I
Chargers.
put Titans. My fault. Chargers. When we all had the Chargers, all five of us had the pickups. So that's why I wasn't surprised. But Bucks cooked them. Shake and bake. My God, more touchdowns over there. We saw Mike Evans. I guess trying to get that 1,000 again for real because he balled out
Thanks.
a bit. But we see that even without Godwin, they spreading the ball. So yeah, let me start with you, Drew. How you feel about the Bucks beating up on the Chargers?
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers, man,
I know.
that was shocking.
Right.
That was shocking because they have a good defense. So, I mean, that shows you Baker, and Baker's been playing, really well this year. They're still trying to, they're still in contention to win that division.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, and I think they can. I don't think, with the Falcons sitting Cousins, I think it's still a good move, but I'm gonna trust Baker Mayfield and Bucks over a Falcons led team that there's 3 games left in the season. We haven't seen this kid all season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I think that Buccaneers are in the driver's seat at this point. I mean, got to look at what their schedule is and what the rest of their schedule looks like. But how could you not like what they've been doing and without right some of their key players, their
What about?
defense?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
What about the
good.
Chargers and how you feel like they like played?
Well, they're cooking my ticket as we speak. I mean, we're this is like somewhat of a live, looking
Yeah.
at the game too.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
mean, I
true.
got the game on right now, and they are
Me
cooking
too.
my parlay. Yeah, but
Yeesh.
last week I don't know what that was about. They don't have enough offense. So if they get into that type of game where you get down early, they don't have enough pieces to, try to go score for score with you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's what they're gonna lack. They can only play one way: control the rock, play great defense, play action, get explosive plays. That doesn't happen.
All right. There you go. Lost you for a second.
Yeah, kind of what Jordan
Don't
said.
really
Like it
have.
was, it was.
Oh yeah, my
Like,
bad. They don't really have nothing.
are you good, Jordan?
Oh no, no, go ahead, bro.
All right.
By
Yeah, I
the
was
way, hold
gonna
on. I
No,
see
no, go ahead.
McConkey. I see Lad got no catches in the first quarter at all. So that's a good call.
appreciate y'all for that. Yeah,
But go ahead,
appreciate y'all
bro.
for that. Yeah, but yeah, like George said, it was surprising to see those big plays and 40 points put on that Charger defense. Like,
Yeah.
they've been consistent throughout the year with being the team that's gave up the least points. I've been paying close attention to that because Steelers have been right behind them. But it was crazy to see that because it was a close game in the first half, and then second half, Bucks outscored them 27-0. Like just this crazy big plays from Baker to Evans, and it was just this bad coverage. Like you see guys falling down. Like it was great. Didn't see that all year. I'm not sure what that was. I mean, they were at
check
home.
them comments right quick.
Comments.
Oh shit, my fault. Go ahead, Daryl.
But yeah, it was just crazy. Bucks made those adjustments in the second half, and just
Okay, I told it on Sunday. My man Josh. All right, Josh.
yeah, you're right. But yeah, Bucks they made adjustments in the second half and took over the game. And Bucks defense took step up as well, but not allowing the Chargers to really come back. And yeah, like kind of like what Jordan said, the Chargers not really built for games like this. They're really built for running the ball and playing good defense, but especially with them losing J.K. Dobbins and them limited with receiving options, kind of puts them in a different spot than what they're used to as far as what they've been through the season. McConkey, he's really just a chain mover. They don't really have a big play guy or dynamic guy take top off the defense like that. But again, they still
he just can't catch.
Yeah, that's why I say they don't have them. So it's like they still in their rebuild phase. I feel like that's their next step is getting the more dynamic playmakers to go build around Justin Herbert. But I still feel like they're gonna be a wild card team. Just that defense, especially given this this game right now, giving up an opening touchdown drive to the Broncos. They're still seeing kind of bad signs for the defense. So I mean, if they clean that up, I'm not sure. They put Dobbins on IR, so I'm not sure if he probably will be beat back for the playoffs. But if they get him back, they clean up some things on defense. They definitely gonna be a wild card team, and but it looks like they're gonna be the 7th seed, and maybe have to play the Bills, which is gonna force the end of the season. So
I actually like that matchup for them. Our Broncos would be what, 60?
it's either one of the either or.
Yo, Baker is like top 5 or 6 like every category: yards, touchdowns, QBR. Like Baker's having a great season, bro. And I think he's proven that
that's your boy too.
Yes, I love me some Baker, bro. But listen, he got like what did he get? He got like 90 million. He got way less than Kirk Cousins, bro. And he proven that the Bucks got like I think Baker's like 30 million a year. He proven that the Bucks have got him a good deal. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's cool. He's still not that old. I like him because he's fearless, bro. He go out there, he sling the ball, he having fun. And I know Cleveland was Cleveland for him. You know, of course, you can only count the Panthers, but I think Sean McVay got his head right with the Rams, and now he's playing his part with the Bucks. So I like what I see from them. And I mean, they always cook the Eagles, so anything can happen. So we'll see what happens there. Because right now they won the last 2 straight against them boys. So if they get them in the playoffs, we'll never know, George. That's all I gotta say to you, man. So,
Bro, if we see Tampa and they come to Philly, we are going to fucking barbecue them.
Didn't they come to Philly last year?
Y'all should after what they've been doing.
No,
Right.
yeah, we are going to.
Y'all got to get back. They
We're
spun the
going
block
to-
a couple times.
Couple times. I'm saying, they're cooking these.
We're going to fucking barbecue them.
Bro,
If they gotta come to Philadelphia in January, it's fucking a cookout.
they just
in the
did it.
fucking
What you
winter.
talking about, yo?
No, we was in Tampa, bro.
Oh, was it those Tampa?
Yes,
Oh, it was Tampa. You're right.
Yeah, they won their division.
Yeah.
we was
But
a
they
wild
still-
card team
They still cooked y'all, bro. I'm just saying.
in Tampa, nigga. They not coming to Philadelphia. It's cold, nigga. It's a cookout in the winter. Get your
What
fucking
game was that the
plates
season?
ready.
Oh, the
Get
season.
your, get your
Tampa too?
in Tampa. Get your
Yeah.
plates ready, nigga. Extra
Either way.
condiments, nigga.
Yo, Baker should got like 8 touchdowns against the niggas, yo. Like 2 games. He been cooking these niggas. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you what didn't change. I guess it did change. The secondary didn't change, but I guess the secondary did change but Mike Evans was still cooked y'all in the first game this year. So I don't know, man. So,
Quinyanamo Bay.
did he
That's
just
all I
cook
gotta
did he
say.
just cook him in the first game this year?
Quinyanamo
Yeah,
Bay.
somebody find the Tampa Bay stats for the game this year, man. When they or was he on
No.
Godwin? Who was he on the
Quinyanamo
first
Bay,
game? I
bro.
gotta look that back up, man.
It don't matter, bro.
Yeah, 'cause y'all still lost. You're right. It don't
We didn't
matter.
have all our horses, bro.
the fuck out of here. Anyway, right
The
now,
Mike
stable,
Evans
the
had eight
state.
catches, 94.
thank you.
Val had 6 for 70.
Okay.
Listen. The stable is stable. Okay, we got everybody back. We got all the horses in corralled, ready to go. Nobody's fucking with us.
I don't know about no
We just
horses or
whooped
no
y'all
other animals.
ass.
What I know is
We
Baker
just whooped.
2,
We just
Hurt
whooped
0.
y'all
Right
ass.
now, as we
We just whooped y'all
all right,
asses.
all right, all
Okay,
right.
and then we on to the motherfucking next, like every other fucking game until we get to the Super Bowl and we catch that fucking dub.
Okay, so we'll see. Rams Niners division game. I know it's a long time ago, Daryl. We'll get your memory again. Thursday night
No,
football.
you good.
I know it was in the rain, but the Rams did win, and they were left for dead at like 4-4, I think, at one point. The Rams were, but now they're right in the driver's seat once again, man. And the Niners seem like they are
Yo,
indeed dead. So Jordan, go ahead, man. What you thinking?
I've been saying like, why the fuck is Javante Williams not
Oh,
getting carries?
okay, I
This
saw
is
that.
unbelievable.
Who got the touchdown? Estime? What the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
Estimate.
That's
Yeah,
the,
who the
yeah.
Like
fuck?
this shit is
Who the fuck is
crazy.
that,
They be
bro?
giving the ball whoever except
Right.
Devontae. I had him last year. I already know. I already know where that goes.
Yeah,
That's
but
wild, bro. Vegas played
And
the
look at this,
ball
a
on Williams, bro.
dumbass play action. They give it to Burton, number 20. Who the fuck is this?
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck
They just did a they just did a play at
he
goal. They were
scored.
at goal line. They just did a play
He
action
scored.
to Devontae Williams, and then they throw an easy touchdown to Burton, number 20.
Oh, he scored. Oh, that's so gay.
That's crazy.
Anyway, Dow, what's start, man? Rams Niners, bro.
What the?
Yeah, it was an ugly game due to that rain. But even with that, just early on, I was just watching Stafford. He was missing throws early that could have gave the Rams control of the game more, especially the cup, like on third downs. He was just missing throws out of bounds. But eventually he settled in. But Purdy, on the other hand, the rain affected him. Like he couldn't do anything. He was just missing throws everywhere. Couldn't get the ball in the hands of Kittle or Jennings or even Debo to really make a difference. And I feel like once Stafford kind of settled in and started hitting throws, and also the Rams, they were able to run the ball well with Kyron. So I feel like just Stafford settling in and them running the ball was the difference there. The ball, especially Stafford, able getting the ball to Puka. Cup, that was crazy. Him seeing getting all those targets but no catches. But Puka, he was able to get the ball, make plays, get first downs, and the Rams they just do what they did enough to win, and then just an ugly game. With their division, I do see them again, like I said earlier, winning it over the Seahawks. Again, unfortunately, just the Niners not the year. That's Jeff's favorite stat. Really, it wasn't really just due to them not being able to play well. It was just unfortunate injuries that kind of killed the year. But they got some. They got some options. They got some options to play with to make to extend their window. But it's all about how they use them. Like I said, they got to look into trading one of those receivers to just get some pieces back to fill out the rest of their roster. But we'll see. But just the Rams that are getting this big win, especially with the Seahawks losing, puts them in a position to win this division.
Joy, Rams Niners, bro. What up, Jordan? Jordan.
Yeah.
The fuck? Sheep ass
No,
shit.
sure.
All right, I'll talk about it. They can be. Oh, there you go. Hold on. Well, I'll tell you about paying that Wi-Fi bill, bro.
What happened? Like I don't know what happened. Like, but nah. I mean, like it was a defensive game. You know what I mean? And like it was funny as shit that Devondre Campbell shit. He didn't want to go in the game.
Oh, forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that shit
wild.
was
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah, that shit was
I wish I
funny,
knew
man.
that. I wish I
Like
knew that was happening live. They didn't really talk about it or make it a big deal like during the
I
game.
feel like they did. Yeah, I feel like they mentioned it at one point, but they just barely talked about it though.
I had the shit muted again. It was a boring ass game, so they didn't
Where
really.
yeah, facts. But it was good that the Rams got that win because now they're still fighting to be able to win their division. If they get in, they're a scary team. Like I said, they have a really, really, really crazy duo and skill position players with Stafford. Stafford is a Super Bowl champion. Cup is a Super Bowl champion. McVay is a Super Bowl champion. So they know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So like as far as the 49ers, they're so just decimated with injuries and Purdy's just not having the best year, but he was injured too. So it's just been a really, really crazy year for them. And it's just, they've been knocking on the door for so long. Attrition I kind of wears in, and that's I think this is what happened to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it sucks because they never got the dub, and they had good enough teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Mahomes beat them with Jimmy G.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Then he beats him again.
I know.
You know what I mean? And then they
And
lost to
both games went
us.
close too. Close games too.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy. So, and Debo might be out of there. I don't think they should trade him, but
I think Debo Wash be. Maybe not Wash, but he ain't the same player though. You know what I mean? Wash might be a lot.
He looks disinterested. Like, I don't
There's
know.
something. I don't know what
I
the fuck
don't
it is, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah. Niners. I think George said it earlier this year. Their window might be over, bro. You can't lose that many times. I think. I had
Oh,
a
Darren
big
McConkey go.
window's never that
My bad.
big. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like that they lost to, like I said, 2 Super
This
Bowls
shit
to the
fast as
Chiefs.
hell, Daryl.
They lost about 10 years ago to the fucking Ravens. They just can't get over that hump. I mean, I don't know if McCaffrey ever gonna be 100% again. I feel like now he come back. He got injured on that game doing nothing. I feel like,
Hmm.
Yeah, no
and
contact.
it's
Yeah, it
just
was like,
like
yeah.
he might have
Think
like
he
that
rushed it.
season last season
Hmm.
might have been his like peak. Not his peak, but like the best we're ever gonna see from him. I think at this point.
But just based on
Um,
that usage, like it would have been crazy if he would have came back and finished and survived this season with no
yeah.
scratch. So I feel like he just take off the rest of the year, get right. I feel like he'll be back, not to the same level he was last year, but he'll be back to like the CMC, and just putting up numbers.
I think Jennings will become the number 1 with Ayuk being hurt again, and then they probably get rid of Debo, which is whatever. But I feel like they'll be, in the mix next year, but not an actual contender. The Rams, though, when they're healthy, bro, that offense is hard to stop because you
Yeah.
got Sean McVay, who's an excellent play caller.
Yep.
Stafford, probably the best pure passer in the whole NFC, at least, and
The defense make plays too.
defense started making plays a bit. And Puka's a true number 1, bro. Like even in a rainy, nasty game, so he still got 9 catches. It don't matter for him. Like he just
Like
like look,
he just be getting the ball. They be like throwing screens, and he just be finding ways to get the first down. Like
yeah. Even
he's
against Quadamo Bay, what the fuck you call this nigga? Puka still had 9 for 97 or some shit like that. So I'm just saying, like this nigga Puka still be cooking. So it's gonna be hard. I think they could be a spoiler as far as in the playoffs because they're gonna get in. If they win division, they'll get a home game. Never will happen. Like I said, they could beat Detroit. They could beat Green Bay. They could beat Washington. So I don't know. The sky's the limit for them as far as they can go. So we'll see. The next one you kind of touched on it earlier. George Jordan did, but Daryl, you feel like Allen has locked up the MVP at this point?
I'm not gonna say he locked it up. He is the odds-on favorite right now. Just I really feel like it's just based on like the dynamic and like the big games, recent there's a little bit of recency bias because I looked up just him and Lamar's just numbers. Like really, if you look up if you just go by touchdowns and running and throwing, like they're kind of the same in this, as far as the total touchdowns. But Lamar, he has more passing touchdowns, more rushing yards, and more passing yards. So I feel like in the last 3 games, if there's more of a separation in those, because really right now, only thing Allen has over him is the overall team record. Lamar beat him like 35-10 earlier in the year, and he has almost better numbers in every category. So I feel like if there's more separation within his last 3 games, that can't be ignored. But I feel like this is the recency bias of just like Allen getting 6 touchdowns and back to back week another 5 touchdowns. It's kind of putting him over the edge. But I feel like just what Lamar was able to do early on, yeah, it looks like the Ravens they kind of had a struggle over the last few weeks is kind of playing into it. But if you compare their numbers, it's not really Lamar should be more of a favorite than Allen in my opinion, really. But it's going to come down. I feel like if I hope he doesn't go off this week, but next couple of weeks if Lamar goes crazy and gets crazy more numbers to big up that difference, definitely should be a conversation. I don't feel like it should be a lock right now.
What do you think, Jory?
I understand the numbers, but I think Josh Allen will get the nod because I think overall as an offense, when you compare the skill players compared to Baltimore, I think Baltimore skill players are better. You know what I mean? The running back is better, even though James Cook is no slouch. The receivers are better, even
They
though
are.
Keon Coleman and Amari Cooper are no slouch. Uh, the tight end Mark Andrews is
Well, I'm saying
better.
because Cooper had no catches last game, and I still
Yeah.
had 6 touchdowns. So, but go
So
ahead.
word. I mean, and Mark Andrews is better.
He
You
definitely is
know.
better. Yeah, yeah. He's better than
So
Kincaid.
Yeah.
yeah,
When you go by the definition of the award, most valuable player, it's Allen. But sometimes the voting they don't go by that. So we'll
yeah,
see.
yeah. I think he's gonna get the nod for that, and then I mean, when you look at majority of people either had, in my opinion, I feel like in the beginning of the season, going into the season, it was people more so had Miami or the Jets winning this division, and the Bills were an afterthought to an extent.
Yeah.
And it's played out that that wasn't the case. So
Yeah, for me, it's that because he lost so many people on both sides of the ball, and they thought the Bills were kind of in a slight halfway rebuild. I feel like because of their receiving core. I also feel like he beat the number one team in the AFC. The only loss they got is with the Bills, Chiefs, and I don't know if they got two losses. What they got? Got one, right? Yeah, what they got? They got one, yeah. And he beat the number one team in the NFC, and they were like on a 10-game winning streak or some shit like that. So I got to give him those props. Lamar don't have those big wins to me, like he got, um, and I feel like that. It's the narrative, like y'all were talking about. You know what I mean? Like coming into the season, what he's at right now, and it's just he's making these spectacular. Like, let's say Lamar is not doing it, but Henry's got fucking 1,600, whatever he got. You know what I mean? Early in the season, Henry wasn't one of the candidates. So I think that's going to play, and Lamar just won one. So I feel like that kind of recency might give the nod.
You can tell the media they want to give Allen this award. Like, they've been waiting. Like,
Well,
and
the
now,
media want to make Allen on the same level as Mahomes, and
yeah,
that I can't
that
say.
Brady Manning
They won it
type of
bad.
rivalry.
Allen ain't never win shit.
well,
So
I mean,
go ahead.
well, yeah, no, go ahead, bro.
So the problem was they tried to make that comparison for years, but Allen ain't win no MVPs, no championships, AFC championship games. So it's hard to make that comparison. So I feel like they want to do it by doing it. I think Rex Ryan this week said to say, Allen, one of the best quarterbacks he's seen all time, or the best in the NFL, something like that, whatever. But I feel like they got to do more to earn that title. But they do want to give it to him this year. I feel like. But go ahead, Jordan. What you want to say?
No, I was just gonna say that, like, he is these two are the Brady and the Manning of the era. And I get if you strip them of the accolades, these are the two guys.
Okay.
And when you look at the last 5 years, Joe Burrow beat Mahomes. Josh Allen's been the one that's gotten the second closest. Lamar hasn't done it,
Mm-hmm.
but Lamar has two
MVPs.
MVPs.
Yeah.
Mahomes, deservingly so, has his MVPs. So it's Josh Allen's time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's time. But I think
It's his time. Hmm.
with them having the receivers they got, it's like I think Darryl said, is really most valuable because without Allen, they'd be a 3-win team probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like this is the one that Lamar making the push. They're gonna have to make the push to try to get one AFC North. Obviously,
Was
Right.
Allen's got Jets, Patriots, some shit like that at the end of the season. So he should get 3 more wins on top of that. So.
was like back in the day, like when in that Brady Manning era, was Vic going off? Was Vic during that era, or was it
I mean,
before?
that was. I mean,
I feel like history might be repeating itself, like with Lamar and them two now.
I see it that way to an extent, but Lamar Lamar's gonna have more longevity than Vic because Vic
Yeah,
has
he's
run
like
from like
he's on another
2000.
level than Vic now. But
Yeah,
that's when I don't remember if like Vic was popping off back in that
Vic had
in
a
between
couple
that
like
Manning
super
Brady
popping
era.
off years,
It was in
but
the early 2000s though.
oh
Yeah, it was
04
like
and
it might have been
05,
right, but right
yeah,
before, right
Yeah.
before.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
And it was like
it
04,
was in the middle of it.
too.
It was like 04, 05.
Oh, no,
Like
yeah, 04 or 05. But the
yeah.
thing is, would you have, but at that time, like you would have considered him a top five QB, but it wasn't like,
But listen, I feel like Vic, like he didn't never get to his like athletic prime because he lost that
yeah,
time because
yeah,
of
yeah. Injury
the
cut,
trial
career
and
cut
then
short.
going to jail and stuff like that.
I
I
mean,
feel like
he was a better quarterback in Philly.
he was a better thrower, but I feel like he wasn't as fast as he was in Atlanta.
If he had the
No,
athleticism
fact.
Yeah,
matched with
Yeah,
that
he
like
said,
that mindset,
yeah. But
he would have
don't,
been crazy.
but remember though, he got comeback player of the year. He should have been MVP that year. Did he not get MVP that year?
nah, hell no.
He, sh-
But
he
he
should have
was
got it.
good. But yo, like I always say, Madden 04, if y'all never played it, but Vic was a whole cheat code, bro. Like he hit that left corner, he rolled left, it's over. Like
Yep.
nobody
Yo,
catching
you
it
know
anymore.
who's like that now in the
Oh,
games?
oh,
Jalen Milrow in NCAA.
Bro.
yeah.
It is
I've been making niggas mad online. That
unfucking
shit.
believable.
Yo, are you serious? That's crazy.
Unfucking believable. You would not believe the fuckery.
Yeah, that's good. But what Vic did have, what Lamar got now, is a really good running back game. And Vic had that too. So Lamar got a better coach. But
Wow.
I just don't know if I don't know if he's gonna get his chip. You know, what I mean, I like to see him get at least one. But anyway, moving forward, man. 2
The
minutes.
Charger
Yeah.
defense is let's look a little different. They about to get up 20 points first. Is it first quarter?
Oh, who scored?
They didn't score yet, but they're moving the ball pretty easily.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
2 minute drill, real quick. Broncos were on now, but the Colts. When you talk about the Colts, man, they had a chance to kind of spoil it for a little bit. What do you think about that, Daryl? Real quick, Colts Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos defense, they continue to ball out. I feel like it's been a few weeks now, just for fantasy wise, that defense has gotten close to 20 points, just turnovers and scoring touchdowns. Benito, that linebacker they got, he's been balling. Obviously, I feel like they got the best corner in Patrick Surtain. So that defense is balling, and that's good because that Nixie kind of slowed down a little bit as far as when he was building his case for that Rookie of the Year. But he has a good defense he can rely on as they head into the playoffs. I still feel like they're a wild card. They're going to be another wild card team.
Did y'all
And,
see that bullshit?
and the Colts, I just don't think they're good enough. Like I don't trust this Anthony Richardson experiment. Unfortunately,
That
I
was
just
Jordan
don't.
Man AR. That's right.
I just don't think he got it to be a guy in this league, unfortunately. And I just don't trust the roster as far as the weapons they got
Come
around
on,
them. So
man.
it is what it is.
I'm like Austin Reeves, bitch. Hey, that's only our AR I know.
No, fuck out of here. That trash ass. Nigga. Yo, anybody is scoring.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up with the Colts, man? Broncos coach Jordan, man.
Nah, I mean, I would have to agree. Jonathan Taylor definitely showed them. Must have had the Vegas call, but you feel me? Like the Broncos are just really the most surprising team in the NFL to me, in my opinion. I really think that Sean Payton should get Coach of the Year.
Okay, I got you. And I'm gonna just echo y'all statements moving forward. Commanders and who they played the Saints last week. Daryl, go ahead, man. Real quick, 30 seconds on that. Man.
Yeah, man. Daniel, he made some crazy throws, just scrambling. That touchdown to the McLaurin was just crazy, just a Houdini type, just scrambling, just finding that. He's picked it back up. He had a kind of may have hit a rookie raw a little bit there past couple weeks, but he's starting to pick it up. I do feel like the Commanders, they'll get that 7th seed. But again, I feel like they overachieved this year as far as they found their guy. Now they got to build around him. I'm not sure if they'll keep Cliff Kingsbury as far as the offensive play calling in that scheme, but I feel like they just gotta keep building around him, get another weapon to go alongside Terry. I do think they need I like Robinson, but they may need another bat to go along with him. And the Saints, they unfortunately just injuries just killed their season again.
Jordan.
Yeah, I
Saints
mean,
Commanders, but yeah.
Daniels is really a player. He gonna be special in this league. They gotta continue to build around him. I think he needs a little bit of a better offensive line, but he makes plays when they need him to make plays in clutch moments. And he had to have a nice game. It was a homecoming for him, you know what I'm saying, from LSU. Um, so he had to have a good game. But man, I'm happy for Terry McLaurin, man. Finally got him a quarterback to show that Terry McLaurin is one of them dudes too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, huh?
I'm looking at the Dubs getting blown out right now. But anyway,
Oh yeah.
but go ahead. Yeah, that's good on that. Yeah, man, Daniel's gonna be great, man. He's gonna be the NFC East division leader next year, man. And I don't know,
Well,
but he is definitely
well,
gonna be a great quarterback.
shine.
He's gonna be a great quarterback. But not great. I mean, I think he's gonna be great actually, and definitely gonna rookie of the year down pat. We'll see how they do. Saints, they gotta get a quarterback. It is what it is for them, man. Another down year for them. Moving forward, man. Daryl, what's your power rankings, man? At this point of the season.
Yeah, my power rankings start at 1. I got the Eagles, Bills at 2, Lions 3, Chiefs 4, and Vikings 5.
Nice democratic list. Let's see, Jordan, what you got, man?
Eagles,
Oh my God.
Bills, Chiefs, Lions, Steelers.
Too many Eagles, man. I swear. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Damn it! I gotta go with the Eagles. I'm sorry, Eagles. But secondly, I wouldn't go with the Bills. The defense kind of sucks to me. It's very very sus. I would. I'm gonna still say Chiefs. Chiefs only lost one game. The fuck. So I'm gonna say Chiefs at number 2. Then I would say Bills. Then I would still have the Lions there. And then I would go Steelers 5 still. As right now. So where I go. Now the pick'ems look like Jeff sent he sent the pick'em we also sent what we had last week. And I'm just read them off real quick. Let me just get to them real quick. I'm still up too, 35-17, number 1. Me and Jordan had the same picks last week. Bills, Eagles, Chargers. Daryl, you had Detroit for some reason.
I was 0-3, bro. You just move right along.
I'm sorry. So we had Detroit. Damn, Daryl, the fuck. Anyway, so we had Detroit. Also
Yeah.
Philly and the Chargers. I had the Bills. I had Philly, and I had the Chargers. And Jeff had Detroit. Jeff was over 3. Jeff was over 3 too. So,
Jeff said his shit is Eagles, Chiefs, Bills, Lions, Vikings. I like the Vikings though. I didn't even think of them.
yeah, and Daryl already said his pick 'em. Broncos, Steelers, Eagles, Chiefs for this week. Let me just put this up here real quick. I did already show it. But yeah, we got Broncos, Chargers, Commanders, Eagles, Steelers, Ravens, Texans, Chiefs.
Well, I
Daryl
mean,
got
Broncos
Steelers, Chiefs,
and
Eagles.
Chargers are playing right now, Jeff.
That's true. So I'm taking off the list.
I mean, I wrote this down before the game started.
Nah,
So
I don't know about that. So that was getting X'd out of the list. Daryl trying to be sneaky and shit. And not, at
Not real,
9-12.
I got my notes down. I wrote this down like 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Here. I'm gonna go Eagles. See, is Mahomes? I don't know, but the Texas shit is crazy, bro. Is Mahomes playing or no?
Yeah, he's playing. He practiced all week. He playing.
But see, Texas got a really good pass rush, like for real, for real. They serious, but it's gonna be the week. I think. Well, I mean, hold on. Before I get to that, let me go check the comments real quick. Jeff said, if the Eagles win division this year, Commanders win them next year. No review winners NFC East. Jeff said Eagles, Chiefs, Bills, Lions, Vikings, Bills, Lions, Vikings. What are you talking about?
It's top 5.
Oh, okay, I got you. Chiefs, Bills, Lions, Vikings. Eagles number 1. I got you. And then he said, should have known we having the same pick. Daryl was it?
Don't blame me, bro. You your own man. You make your own choices. Blame me.
Here's this the week. Let me see. For the Chiefs. Texans have a good defense. Nico is Nico. CJ ain't been great this year.
All right, well, listen.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Eagles, Ravens, Texans.
I was gonna say the same thing actually. So I'm gonna go Eagles, Ravens, Texans. Not the
Wow, that's the second week in a row that you are not going with your team.
Listen. I done said this shit every week.
Yo.
He kind of is going with his team if you really.
Nah. Don't listen. Every week. Listen. No GP. Steelers don't have me. Not
Oh
like
my
Yo,
God, this is sad.
Yo, listen to the number one receiver.
Yo.
I'm sorry. And then on top of that,
You-
logic. Hold on.
Probably going down with my shit.
Y'all bet with your heart. It's the reason why I'm the guru. I bet with my head.
I don't got nothing to lose anyway, so it is what
You
it
know.
is.
But at the same time, seriously though. Okay, so let me talk about the games. Eagles are better than the Commanders. They're gonna stop them. Commanders have a horrible pass defense. So the Eagles should actually have a good passing game again. Number one. As far as our game, I don't like the fact that Russ don't have GP there, but also Lamar is kind of due against us, and we already beat him again this year. Bro is like
Oh,
1-7 or some crazy shit, yo. And I think he is due. And as far as the other game, like I said, the Texans got a crazy pass rush. Chiefs O-line is trash, so I'm going with the Texans. So I got the Eagles, I got the Ravens, and I got the Texans. I'll put it in the chat. Put this in the chat too for Jeff Jordan when you get a chance.
Bet.
Anyway, thank you all for watching and commenting. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We got a short show, only a couple of us, not a lot of big games, but we're able to make it nice and neat. Get back to this Thursday night football game.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Good luck to those still in fantasy. And for Daryl and for Jordan, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Later.